More to the flag officers. October 7, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. For my Facebook readers, you can't see this text in color, but perhaps it can be posted in color on the websites. It is apparent that many people don't know that the British Commonwealth territorial system is under the thumb and forefinger of the Pope, and so is the municipal government system. Read that King John was King of the Commonwealth, and so his heirs inherit that role. They operate the Commonwealth for the Pope. And the Roman Pontiff has operated the City of Rome, aka Urban Trust, and the whole municipal government system worldwide, since 753 BC. So now you can see that both these offices, Pope and Pontiff, have been vested in one man for centuries. And both these seemingly disparate operations, the British Commonwealth and the worldwide municipal government, have in fact been two pockets in the same set of pants. Or clerical robes. For brevity I am replying in blue and red. And for sanity, I am starting a new thread. The questions and statements coming back from the flag officers appear in black. How could the Declaration of Independence be a founding doc if the king was given control of the money and banking as arch-treasurer and had control of the States Body Politic as Prince Elector of the United States of America? It does not state the United States. Anna replies, the Treaty of Paris, 1783, is talking plainly about the United States of America, which I have told you, at least 10 times, is the British territorial United States of America, and not our unincorporated federation of states known as the United States of America. Anna continued, can't you literally see the difference between the proper name, the United States of America, and the doppelganger operating in our name as the United States of America? Anna continued, once you realize that they are talking about the king in his role as the king of the Commonwealth and his rights and duties with respect to the British territorial United States of America, it makes perfect sense that he would be the Prince Elector and blah, blah, blah of a British territorial, that is, Commonwealth, entity. From flags, this is the founding doc whether you agree or not. And is also why none that claim to represent us are allowed to take an oath to the Constitution for the United States of America, repeating the words written as the title stated in the preamble. Anna replies, it's the founding document, one of them, of the United States of America, but certainly not the founding document of the United States of America. And pray tell, exactly why a British subject ever would be allowed to take an oath to an American constitution, when they have their own constitution, the Constitution of the United States of America, to uphold? You see? The language and the styles used are completely consistent throughout. And so is the logic. Continued, there is the Federal Constitution for the States of America, the original Confederation of States formed under the Articles of Confederation in 1781. That one is called the Constitution for the States of America. There is the British Territorial Constitution for the United States of America called, logically enough, the Constitution of the United States of America. Continued, there is the Municipal Constitution for the United States, and it is called, logically and consistently throughout our history, the Constitution of the United States. Continued, it is all right there in front of your face. You are men who can tunnel their way through an infinity of numbers and complex schematic diagrams. Why is it necessary to demonstrate this by making little color charts before you notice the different names involved here? And come to the brilliant conclusion that everything you have brought up proves what I have been telling you all along? Flags, why did the first use of the Emergency and War Power Act by George Washington actually do in 1791? Washington used the emergency power portion of the act at Hamilton's insistence, to use an existing private bank, controlled by the Crown through its British Board of Trade, to become the first bank of the United States. So what did Lincoln and Roosevelt do with the War Power Act, and why was it allowed? Anna replies, so, let's decode this situation with the clear understanding that the United States refers to what? The municipal government authorized at Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17. Continued, the passage above translates as, George Washington used a crown bank to become the first bank of the United States, that is, the municipal government. And so what? Continued, why wouldn't he use a British crown bank as the bank for the municipal government? They are both under the thumb of and working for the benefit of the Pope, one directly, and one indirectly. Both pockets flow to Rome. Continued, remember that just before the Magna Carta was enacted, King John had had a little dust-up with Pope Innocent. As a result, there was a role reversal. Instead of John being the grantor of the Commonwealth lands to the Church and the Church working for the King, he agreed to be the Pope's servant and to act as the Church's overseer of the Commonwealth lands. Continued, read that as, the King of the British Commonwealth works for the Pope, and so do his descendants down to the present day. George Washington was a descendant of King John, and all but 2 presidents of the United States have been descendants of King John. That is why they hate Trump so much. He's not a descendant of King John. From their perspective, he's a common Dutch interloper. Continued, also remember that the British Commonwealth equals the British territories. Continued, so George Washington, a descendant of King John, was working for the Pope as controller of the municipal United States government, and the British Crown was working for the Pope, too. So why on earth wouldn't George Washington do business with a British Crown bank? Continued, they the British Commonwealth and the Pope's municipal government aka City of Rome government, aka Holy Roman Empire HRE, worked together hand in glove for 500 years before the American War of Independence. They continued to work together during Washington's administration, and during the Lincoln administration, and during the Roosevelt administration, and they still do, and religion, at least any Christian religion, has nothing to do with it at all.